What have you got there?
Nothing. Nothing. I only see air.
Don't be silly. I love you very much.
I don't know the rest.
I guess I shouldn't touch.
Okay.
Man, cartoons are the best.
They're really quite...
Ooh. Old cartoons are the best. Sorry, I don't know what
I
I was
don't
saying.
know.
New ones? I mean,
Hey,
okay.
they were big
Old
fun.
cartoons that were for adults are the best.
I'm
Old
telling you, there's some
cartoons
shit out now.
Cartoons now for adults are the best. Cartoons
Yes.
now for kids?
Yeah, no, they're
Wow,
rubbish.
wow.
But I guess the animators got tired of making things for kids.
I mean,
Because it's like cartoons... Grown-ups also like animated stuff. Because it's like exploring things that you can't explore with regular live-action things.
but they were doing that concurrently back in the day.
Yeah. Now things are different. Kids
And
are...
that is the bane of my
Kids are baby
existence.
sharking
Why are
all over the
things
place.
Baby shark,
Don't do it.
Welcome to Why Do We Do It?
Welcome to the show.
Welcome to the show.
I'm glad you're here with us.
You could have been any...
I mean, you couldn't, but
We
whatever.
might hang around each other too much. What the fuck? Like, anyway. So, today we are talking about decluttering. The reason we are
Declutter.
talking about decluttering is a number of reasons. Number one, we're in our 30s.
I mean, been there for a minute.
Been there for a minute. And the older you get, the more stuff you shed.
Or you should.
Or you should you?
I think you should. Because the things that were valuable and important to you even 5 years ago are not the same things that are valuable and important to you now.
Niggas.
Yep. But we're talking about material things.
No, all the things.
All the
I'm
things.
talking about all
Actually,
the things.
even niggas.
Even niggas.
Yeah.
There are
Even
niggas you
niggas,
should
your
definitely
babes,
be
your
shedding.
friends,
Yeah. There are people you should, people and things you should definitely be shedding. I was talking to an auntie of mine the other day. Her name is Auntie Joy. She's amazing. She's great for my ego. Anyway, she was talking about how her theme for life is ease. She's 75 years old.
Ease.
She wants things easy or as easy as possible, like without overcomplicating things. Like if she wants to wake up and if she wants to wake up and go to the spa, and that's what she wants to do, she'll do that.
Yeah.
If she wants to, as she does, go to Mexico in the winter for 3 months because she cannot fucking stand the cold.
Oh, she
she'll
lives in
go.
America.
Yeah, she lives in America.
So, like winter.
Yeah.
Is she from Nyandaru or something?
She'll just go. If she wants to write a book, which she's doing now,
She will.
she'll write the book and find the people who make the process as easy as possible.
There's a thing that I think a lot of people, we know why, a lot of people haven't had the opportunity to explore themselves.
It's a bird!
It's a chopper.
It should have been a fucking chopper. We need to declutter our lives of our fucking president. Let me tell you something. That jam that was yesterday on Mombasa Road, when you have helicopters for this sole reason, is ridiculous. You can't declutter roads because you must add to the clutter of the roads. Very annoying. Sorry, that was an intermission because there was a plane outside. And
There was a chopper chopping
chopper
it up.
chopping it up. Chopper style.
Chopper style. What was I saying?
You were saying you were about to launch into... There's something
Oh yeah.
that people do. We know why they do it.
To be able to, I think I sent you the thing. I sent it to someone this week. There's a quote that I like, and it says, "If you think you can, you're right. If you think you can't, you're right."
You didn't send it to me.
Yeah, whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right. Whatever it is that you think, you're right. I mean, granted, there's obvious caveats to that. There's things that you can't do whether you think you can or you can't. But most of the things in life, if you just wanted to do it and you took the time to do it, you would.
I think that's a good qualifier because, like, if I can't, what are these terms? If I can't deadlift 300 kg,
You could work your way up.
I could work my way up.
Yeah.
It's another plane.
It's a...
Is it Uhuru? Of course not, because he enjoys causing traffic. It could never be. Be considerate of Kenyans? What for?
The only thing he considers about Kenyans is how much they're paying in taxes.
And
And buying Brookside.
and make up his last name, which is about as much as he owns of the actual Kenya. Anyway, So yeah, if I can't deadlift, I would be able to at some point, right?
Yeah, if you
Of
can,
course
you need to put your mind to it. But
Yeah.
people approach a lot of things with a defeatist attitude. It's like, I don't know, as opposed to, I don't know, I'd like to find out.
And I could find out.
And
there
I
are
could.
sources that I could find
Exactly.
out from.
And especially in 2020, 2021, in the 2020s.
Hey, the
Fam,
2020s are
there's too much information for you to not be, like, there are things that you can't do, and those ones things you can't change, you leave them alone, because that's a recipe for madness. But the things you can, either you accept that you don't want to change them, or you work to changing them. It's not easy, it takes time, but you can do it.
It's one of the things I need to change / declutter is like my house.
Yeah, yeah.
So why you didn't have to say yeah with a laugh? You could have just
No,
said,
I laughed because you did the thing, but I was laughing because your house is barely cluttered.
You think so?
But it's cluttered for you.
Kylie.
I mean, it's cluttered for Kylie.
It's cluttered for Kylie. So
But there's
things.
Hey,
So
I know people who
specific
clutter.
areas.
Me being one of them.
Yeah. You have clutter?
Hey.
Yeah.
Especially because when I moved out, I was overzealous. I bought a kitchen for three
Chefs.
kids, a wife, and a puppy. And I'm like a single boy.
That sounds like a great kitchen, to be honest.
I mean, it's unnecessary. Why do I have 6 plates? I only ever use 2, and none
Ever,
of them
ever?
are the 6 I bought.
Are you serious?
Yeah. I like other plates more than the 6 I bought. It's just
Are
like,
you serious?
I have 6 plates, 6 side plates, 17 coffee mugs.
I have so many coffee mugs.
Glasses.
But I love coffee
jars.
mugs.
That's okay. Then you should have a coffee mug section of your life.
Yeah.
And you curate
Get
it.
rid of. I have about 6
You
plates.
curate it.
No, I have 9 plates. I have 3 from a breakup a long time ago. 2, 3, and then 6 new ones that I bought when I moved now into this house.
Now see.
No, but I need 6 plates.
Oh yeah,
I
you're like
regularly
a
have-
hoster.
I'm not a hoster, but
You're
I
a hoster.
regularly have like 5 people in my house at
That's
one time.
hosting. Like you're
Yeah.
you're an entertaining person.
I mean,
You like to have people around you sometimes.
Thank you. Yeah.
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
More
Not all the time.
often you don't.
I don't.
But you like having people over
Once
from
another,
time
I
to
live
time.
alone.
Like,
I don't know how this is gonna work.
exactly. When I was in my house, even when I didn't live alone, those were too many plates. Because for me, people in my house is awkward and uncomfortable.
Hey, when people don't have water downstairs and they come to your house to shower.
No, but that was, like, you're not people in my house. You're Abigail.
That is true.
But people in my house, like, having guests and dinner parties and like that shit gives me anxiety. And I'm not an anxious person, so I don't like that.
Dinner parties.
Yeah.
What?
So there's things I learned. This is why I'm so glad for where I went to school. It really formed who I am, especially high school. And there's things I learned there that stick with me even to this day. It's you can do a lot more than you think you can. You can push your limits way farther beyond what you think you can do right now. You might not even be able to understand or imagine it, because that's the first time I saw people playing rugby, playing the trombone, playing tennis, being on
Doing
the
class
debate
things.
the debate team, being best in maths in class, and painting. I'm like, you can do all those things. Like, yeah, you just allocate time and resources to
And having
focus
a
on those
girlfriend,
things.
because it's...
I didn't have a girlfriend in high school.
No, I'm talking about the hypothetical.
Oh yeah, exactly. The hypothetical person. You can do all those things and then some. And guys are like, Allah, where did you? It's like, it's just how the system was built there. And it's a shame how our education system is built now
Yeah.
and has been built for a long time, that it doesn't nurture exploration and development of your person.
And
Like, there's so many things you could be interested in, but you don't get the chance to explore them because the
Because, to be
education
honest,
wants you to do chemistry and mathematics.
so much out of you. You don't even have the
Exactly.
time for exploring. It's true.
Exactly. And also,
Why was
you don't even have
were
the
we
money.
learning- why are 9-year-olds, right, learning 13 subjects? You know what I mean?
It's unnecessary.
Like, they reduced it
And
to
none of them
8.
is art and music.
Yeah.
None. Are you mad?
Yeah. So when I was in primary, they had just reduced it to 8, which was fortunate because things could have really gone left. But even 8 is a lot. But
Even when I was studying, it's like, even when I was younger, you knew what you liked and what you didn't like. This is the thing. People take agency away from kids, and it's really fucking disappointing.
because a
and
lot of kids actually know.
heartbreaking. All kids can figure out what they like if you give them the opportunity.
My
All of
cousin's
them.
kid is like...
It's like, no, I don't
he's
like this.
10.
Kids, when they're 3, they know they prefer water to juice. They know they don't like sweet things, then they like salty things. Like, someone who can decide what to eat can decide what to study. You're mad.
My cousin's kid who's 9. Well, technically your cousin's kid is like your kid. My cousin's kid who's 9 was like, I don't like school. I'm going to be a gamer. And like my cousin is like, I don't know what to do with that. And I'm like, let me tell you what to do with that.
You buy him a PC for gaming, and you set up his gaming career. Do you know people make tens of millions of dollars from gaming, sitting in front of a computer?
And there are people in Kenya who make money off of gaming as well.
Exactly.
Like, are signed to people. I actually interviewed a babe the other day who was signed to like a gaming organization. Yeah. Sylvia Gadoni. Anyway, so I think like even in the decluttering of that, I think there's also a decluttering of the mind that happens when you're like,
the first one.
I need to declutter what society thinks I should do, i.e. not to become a gamer or not to be interested in more than 4 things.
Yeah.
And do what I want to do in the simplest way possible.
Exactly.
And like for my auntie, like how she lives, she's decided how she wants to live and that's how she's going to do it. And I feel like that's a level of decluttering because we add so many layers to our lives.
Complicate things that don't need to be necessarily complicated.
So for example, if you know this man is a fuckboy, you are adding an unnecessary layer onto your life by engaging in the mental torment. Unless you enjoy that multitasking of whatever. But if you don't, you know that adding this to your layer adding this layer to your life is going to clutter it. Why do it?
Why do it?
Why
sometimes, you know, people can be deceptive. And so you should always be able to assess, is it a failure on my part? Like, was I just aware of this person's nonsense and I still accepted it in my life? Or were they, you know, sneaky and trying to, or presenting themselves in a way that they're not?
Those are different.
Because, then that's just a introspection thing that you have to reflect on and decide on in post. But some things you can just, you know, block them off from before they even start. Because some people's vibes and energy and motives and behaviors are just not suitable
nor conducive
for your life.
I need to declutter my books.
Oh yeah? I thought like books are never clutter.
I need to give some away. They've served their purpose for me.
You've
I really
read
need
them?
to. Not even.
What's the purpose of a book to you?
For a good story.
Oh yeah?
And see, I've read the good story.
Yeah.
And I rarely, if ever, read books again.
And that's the thing that trips me up about books also. It's like you spend 2,000-3,000 on a book, you finish it, and then that's it.
But the worth multiplies when you give them away. If it's sitting on my shelf now,
it's doing nothing.
It's doing fuck all.
Yeah.
I actually should be giving these books away. I really hate lending on my books, but that's mostly sentimentality. Like, I know where I was when I got the book, etc, it means something to me. There's some books I'm never going to be able to give away, period. It's not happening. Like, my collector's items books, like my collection of A Series of Unfortunate Events books, never giving those away. My collection of my Wheel of Time Robert Jordan books, never giving those away. My Americana, never in life. Purple Hibiscus in Azenda, but Americana, never, ever, you know. So, let me keep those ones, you know, because I will be accumulating more books. Do you know the other day I was thinking, in my lifetime, if I read a book a month, right? That's 12 books a year. I'm 32. Let's say I live for another, I don't know, 60 years, let's say. Because my dad is turning 80 next year. It's
so
possible.
That's 70. No, that's
50 something.
Yeah.
50, 60, let's say 60. 60 times 12, right? 12, 24, 36, 48, 60, 72. I only have 720 books more to read. I'm not going to waste my time on books like I hate or, you know what I mean?
Yeah. But the phenomenon you described is something that I don't know. I don't know if I stopped, but I don't really have attachments to things like that. It's like if I was a reader and I'd read the book and I was done reading the book.
You don't feel like you're a reader?
Not of books.
Okay.
Yeah. Not the way people describe being a reader.
Of vagina.
I study everything, but I don't do that. Oh, I read books, therefore I am better than nah. It's like you are who you are.
I read War and Peace when I was 9. I did read Anna Karenina when I was 9, but I don't remember. It doesn't count. Anyway.
Yeah. So, Like, if I've read the book and I'm done with it, there's no reason for me to keep holding on to it. If I've worn the pants and they're worn out, it's like, I guess I need new pants. I guess I need a new watch. Like, there's few things that I think I hold on to for sentimental reasons. And I'm glad because I feel like my clutter issue would be even worse.
Then how do you have clutter if there's few things you hold on to?
Because this thing, I have my brain. My brain has too many compartments. There's too many things going on in here that
That
I can have an idea for something and know how I can make it happen, and then just keep that thing there, thinking about when I'm going to make it happen. So it's not a sentimental thing. It's that I want to turn this into something, and one day I might, or one day I might not. Yeah. So
Like
it's an
I
artist
might have
clutter.
a home project.
Yeah, artist clutter
So
is
I
a
buy
thing.
the wood. I do that all the time.
Artist clutter is a thing because even in high school, you buy the canvases, 17 canvases, but you only wanted to paint one thing. You buy the 17 music books, and you only wanted to learn one song. It's like, just learn the song.
Okay, do you know what else I do that with? Food. I'm
You
like,
buy
I'm going to make.
ingredients.
Yeah! I'm going to make this recipe.
Yeah.
I have sour cream in my fridge. Does sour cream go bad? It's cream, no? Like you can just separate and then you mix it back.
I mean, it's cookable.
Anyway,
It's edible.
I was gonna be like,
it's gonna be edible for a minute, unless there's like mold in there, like
Yeah.
serious mold.
Okay, I'll show you.
Because even
after.
that's regular mold, you just scoop the mold.
Yeah,
off.
right. Even like with
Proceed.
cheese, yeah.
Yeah.
Sour cream.
Cheese
I was
is
gonna
moldy
make fajitas.
by design.
That's true. I was gonna make fajitas, so I bought like the peppers, I bought the chicken. There were wraps in the fridge at some point.
Fajitas.
Yeah, and then here we are with 2 cans of sour cream. I've done fuck all. So now I'm trying to declutter my fridge also. In that, like, finish the things in the fridge, because this is a problem I have. Finishing the things in the fridge
Before you add things.
before I add things.
I've never had that problem.
Me and Kylie had that problem deep.
Yeah, that's artist clutter. It's like you're
Deep.
thinking about creating
I'm
something.
thinking about creating something and then I forget.
you lose the psych, or you forget, or whatever
or
happens.
something shiny and brand new
Yeah,
distracts me.
exactly.
Hey man, that thing
And so
is
that's
crazy.
the thing. That's the thing I do, especially with like food. The food clutter is easier for me. I will buy the thing when I have the idea to make the thing, and then I make the thing. Otherwise, I'll never make the thing.
Gotcha. That's what I should do.
It's
Even
like I have
with-
an idea for things today. Go buy the things, make
what if
it
I don't
today.
have the money? So now how my wallet is
Now
set
you
up?
see, that's
Yeah.
the problem. It's the management
Yeah.
part.
How my money is set up, I'll have the idea and then I'll know
Money is coming on this day, so then
then-
you need to book a day.
to
It's
make
like,
the thing.
if the money comes in on Wednesday, then I know Thursday I can go buy the things. I can make them on Thursday or Friday. Which day is better for me? You figure it out.
Wow, let me tell you. Anyway, yeah, that's what I need to do. And then also, like, even in the decluttering of that mind, back to what we were talking about in the beginning, when you want to do the thing,
Do
even
the
in
thing.
the mind.
Yeah. All the things.
My to-do list, like, I forget quick. Hey, I should call Oni and tell him that shooting tomorrow is at 10 a.m.
12 hours later.
Wow. In the dead of night. And you say we shoot tomorrow.
Yeah, at 9.
Yeah.
Nah.
I need to, like, do the things when I
Yeah.
think of the things to do the things. Because then
Yeah.
it's gone.
And I try to, as much as possible, live by that mantra. Even when it comes, I hate picking up phone calls, but whenever the phone rings, it's always a calculation. It's like, okay, I don't know this number, and Truecaller doesn't know who they are. Do I feel like talking to them now, or I can call them back? And so, if I feel like talking to them, I'll answer and see what they want. And if not, I'll call them back. And I have to also put it in my mind to call them back, to purpose to do it, and do it.
I don't like calling people. I don't like
Exactly. But you have to,
the ones.
you take that crutch out of your mind that I don't like it. Yeah, you don't like it, but get
But
it
there's
over and done
something-
with. It's
yeah.
easier to get it over and done with than it will be a thing you didn't like in the past.
There's some people's calls I never pick up
Yeah, obviously.
ever.
Yeah.
Like, is this call going to waste my time,
Yeah, and a lot of them are.
or is it? Can this be a text?
Most of the time it can. And for me, some things have to be a text because I'm like, you're trying to relay information and you want me to absorb that information. And you think talking to me on the phone about it is going to be the best conduit for me to absorb that information.
No.
And it's not. Because if I'm distracted, if I'm eating, if I'm sleepy, if I'm angry, if I'm upset with something, I'm not going to remember what you're talking about. So text me and we can move from there. Then I'll have a frame of reference to refer to, the conversation. But you want to call me and speak for 17 hours about important things. Nathan.
Sometimes, even when people text me, I'll leave the text unread so that I
So that
remember
you-
to do it later. Guys, I don't think, for a person who uses words to communicate, there's a communication lacking in my life. I also need to declutter my shoes. I'm really holding on to maybe 8 pairs of shoes that I never wear. I'm probably not going to wear them again.
Yeah.
Why? Actually, I can count. Okay, so that's 1, 2. I need to get rid of that one. 3, 4, 5.
You know that happened to me at the beginning of the pandemic.
Those are not mine. Those are Kylie's. Does Kylie know she left her
When I was
shoes?
moving, I got rid of like half my wardrobe, half of the shoes I had that I hadn't worn in like years, and I was never going to wear them. It's just like, this is from 2000 and what?
So why do we keep them?
Again, it's that clutter, it's sentimentalism or sentimentality.
That one. That's not a word.
It sounds correct, but it doesn't sound correct. Like it came out easily, but my mind was like, nah, blood.
I'm gonna check. Yeah.
So there's things that you bought and you wore, and sometimes you have a thing and it just time passes and you never do it again. Like you liked a pair of shoes, and then one day you stopped wearing them. Just one day. It's like you chose something else on that day. And from that day forward, you chose something else consistently. You never went back to that thing. And it's like, sometimes you just need to take stock and look, because...
What are you actually using?
Exactly. If you don't look, then you don't know.
Sentimentalism is a word.
Oh, nice.
It's a practice of being sentimental, and thus tending towards
It's like
basing...
a religion.
It's an ideology?
Yeah, that's what I mean.
And thus tending towards
religion
basing
ideology?
actions and reactions upon emotions and feelings in preference to reason. You guys are making it sound so bad. Excessively sentimental
Why is
conception
that
of
bad?
statement.
Basing your needs on emotions.
That's what I'm saying. They're
It's
making
bad.
it sound like it's... They said basing actions, like basing, like debasing. Look, toward basing actions and reactions upon emotions and feelings.
No, I feel like that means putting the basis of your actions.
No, it means basing like debasing.
No.
No?
No.
Let me find this other description. See when they're like an excessively sentimental conception or statement.
And the first one was? No, the first one in that you just read.
Oh, the disposition to favor or indulge in sentimentality.
Yeah. So you base your actions on your sentiments.
But the definition of sentimental is the quality of being sentimental, especially to excess or in affectation, like faking. You know what I don't understand? How people relate to emotions. When people are in an argument and they're like, calm down, but like...
The reason we're arguing is because I'm not calm.
Yeah, and calming down isn't going to... It has never
solved the problem.
made me calm down.
But also it doesn't solve the problem.
What?
It's like you're asking someone to calm down. They would be calm if there wasn't a problem.
Yeah, but now that there's a problem...
There's a problem, and the lack of calm is an expression of the problem.
Exactly.
Further,
And
an
it's
extension
okay.
of the expression. It's fine.
And
yeah.
it's okay to be
That's
like
what I'm saying. Is
angry
like
and talk about...
even like your reaction to the description of sentimentalism is like, oh, it sounds so negative. No, it's just you base your actions on your sentiments,
But
and
it
that's
sounds-
okay.
but a lot
because
of
for
people
me,
act
there's
like-
a lot of things actually that I do base on sentiment. It's like,
What I'm saying is, a lot of people act like when you have an emotion about
It's
a
bad.
thing,
Yeah.
you're bad or you're irrational.
Exactly.
Or you
It's
can't.
chastised.
And I don't understand it, which is why, like,
I mean,
men are
obviously
always
there-
like, women are so emotional. And are they wrong?
There are
or in-
definitely
like,
some actions there's some reactions that you shouldn't have.
yeah, like
when
don't
you're
stab a
feeling
nigga in a bar
angry.
fight when you're
Yeah.
angry, right? But like,
But if it's just communication, I mean, but even that can get leery. But for me, anger is a valid expression, and we need to figure out how to express it without losing our shit. Even when I'm angry, I try to maintain a sense of calm or focus on why I'm angry. I don't deter from why I'm angry. So I can be angry at you and speak in a variety of different tones, but because I'm focused on why I'm angry, I'm not going to deviate into now, even your mom, even your shoes, your breath. It's like, but we're talking about you eating my sandwich.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Yeah, why did you eat my sandwich?
And that made me angry.
Bring me back my
But
sandwich.
you're so emotional. Yes, because you ate my fucking
Yeah,
sandwich.
like, it feels almost like gaslighting. Like,
It is
oh my gosh,
gaslighting.
can't you control your emotions? Can't you control your mouth in eating my sandwich? You know what I mean? Is that the dude for the
It
thing?
is.
Okay.
Pause.
Okay.
Pause. We're back.
Yeah, so sorry, that was a real deviation. Like, I just don't appreciate people assuming that emotional stuff is equal to irrationality, because it's not. I can be angry at you and still intelligent, or still make sense, or still
But also,
whatever.
I don't know if it's a deviation per se, because it's like, it's part of the clutter of the mind. It's like, if you take out the clutter, there's a lot more space, because there's a lot more space to express yourself clearly. I see a lot of people,
I see what you mean. Okay.
there's so many things that they want in their head. Even me, sometimes I suffer from it, because social media or distractions is like, you're putting so much in your head that there's no space for yourself. Who are you? Where are you in your head? And how do you connect with yourself? This is why I feel like it's important from time to time to just be in silence and to be with yourself, with your thoughts. How do you actually feel about things? How do you, how
What
do you
is
feel
that?
about
What is
what's
the real
happening?
source of the anger?
Exactly. There's
I get
sometimes
that.
you also have to check yourself, because you're like angry, but you're angry beyond what is reasonable to yourself for that thing. It's like, I shouldn't be so angry about my chips. Why am I feeling extra angry? Like, it's vexing me more than it should.
Are my emotions commensurate? And if they're not, what is the root cause? I completely agree.
Clarity and clutter, they're I think a good they're antonyms.
So in summation, declutter your government of its president and BBI. Say no to BBI.
Declutter your country of its politicians.
Yeah. Declutter your mind of unnecessary things that you can't change. So fill your mind with the things that you can change, or
Or things
accept that
that
you're not willing to
are-
change them,
Are interesting to you,
or things that are interesting to you.
because your mind controls everything about you.
Yeah.
It controls how you breathe, how you think, how you eat, where you go.
And whatever you think, you're right.
So the clutter of the mind, I think that's where all clutter begins. That's where it lives. Because sentimentalism,
It's a mind thing.
it's in your mind. It's like, I feel a connection to this thing, but why? It's like a 1975.
Okay,
LP.
let's not get personal.
Calm down.
Just relax. No one asked you to talk about CDs. Number 3, declutter your house if you can.
Who
There's
is?
someone at the door.
We'll pause and come back. Sorry, that was the delivery for me.
Which the guy had said he had gone.
Yeah.
And then, so I was saying I have a lot of acceptance for delivery guys, but a lot of the time you being
I think we
upset at
should
the
go back to
delivery
the-
guy. What was I saying? Or you were saying the delivery guy went with the thing you ordered.
He called me, and my phone was on silent because we were recording, but it was like 10 minutes after he called me, and I called him back. I
No,
noticed.
you said 4.
No, I just checked the logs. It was like 10 minutes.
Okay.
Regardless, I called him back, and he was like, I've already left because you didn't answer anyone. I was like, all right, cool, I understand. You've gone, so I guess you will figure it out, or you will figure it out, because it's now 2 days I've been trying to get you to deliver this thing. Am I going to keep myself on tension
Tenterhooks.
and pent up with, whatever emotions I'm feeling just because you were supposed to do a thing, you didn't do it? It's like, disappointment is part of life. Not even disappointment, because disappointment is your reaction. It's like, all right, you didn't do the thing, cool. So I guess I'll just have to figure out where I'm getting the thing from somewhere else, or if you decide to change your mind and figure it out yourself, I'll still be here. And I think it gives me more peace to not get too emotionally invested in things that, it's like, this delivery guy, I'm never going to see him again. The chances are low. So it's like,
I need to learn how to do that, because I get upset at deliveries, eh?
Yeah.
There was a guy who was delivering something to me from Nakuru. The delivery guy he sent was absolute shit. The delivery guy was so shit, he said, I'm dropping it at the petrol station next to your house because I have other things to do.
And you had paid for the thing?
I had paid for half of the thing.
Okay. So, yeah.
I don't know what to, like, how do I
You call the guy and you tell them
So I
you send
called
your
again and I
money.
was like, I don't know what you want me to do here, so figure it out. Because it felt like it was above me now.
That's
this
not
is
your business.
Like,
I paid you and I paid for the delivery as well.
to my door, not to the petty next to my house. It's such a mess, guys. I
The
really
petty
don't
is
know.
not next to your house. You're being
It's
generous.
not. Yeah, the petty is not next to my house. You're right.
Like
I
there's no
didn't
clear
know.
line of sight to the
No,
petrol
no,
station.
I can't see it. There's no direct line of
Of
sight
sight.
to the petrol station
Near your house.
near my house. So yeah, I need to figure out how to do that, how to process my emotions in a way that will expend not as much cannibalistic energy from me as other things.
Because
Jana,
the
we were in
thing is,
traffic.
it takes out from you.
It
takes
does.
away.
It takes out from me. Jana, we were in traffic. A Boda was trying to cross the road in front of the car in front of me, but they were doing it gafla. So the guy in front of me suddenly stopped. Then see me, I suddenly stopped. Then the Boda behind me banged into the side of my car and drove away as fast as possible because he didn't want to be involved in the case. So I was like, Abby, it's okay. It's an old car. It'll blend in with the other ninis. Just go look at it. Is it very bad? If it's very bad, even if it's very bad, that Boda guy is not going to pay for this thing.
And he's gone.
And he's gone. Number two, who is there to get, like, what are we? So just go back in the car and keep driving. Because, like, what do
Because
you...
now you just add it to the ledger of the things. Like, okay, now there's another dent I have to think about. Cool.
Yeah.
It'll be stressful or whatever, but
Yeah.
it's like, if I start being angry at this person
I'm
and
not going to
shouting...
drive after the Boda guy. He's not going to be able
And
to
if you're
pay
angry
me.
when you're driving, you can even cause a
another
worse
accident. So I was just like,
Yeah.
chilling. Yeah. So
I mean, you try and manage it because
you
sometimes
try
you
and
lose
manage
your
it.
shit.
And not that the anger
catch
is
it
invalid,
even.
but like, let's make our
Yeah,
emotions
it's
efficient.
not it's not invalid. It's just pointless. At some
a certain
instances,
point.
it's pointless. It's
Yeah.
like I'll
You
be
know another
angry
pointless
or
one? Yeah.
I just go about my day.
Another pointless one for you stepped on my shoes in the club. Okay, don't wear white shoes in the club. Also, you're gonna be angry the whole time at the club. The whole time you're gonna be angry.
That's why for me, it's like even the whole idea of collecting shoes and stuff. It doesn't make sense to me. Not in Kenya. Not living the way we live. It's like you have the all white J's that cost you $3,000. I
You're
bet.
really targeting your friends today, huh? Wow.
Maybe I'm just saying things.
Okay.
So
First,
you know, but you see, those are people who manage their ninis. For me, I can't obsess over my feet because I like to be able to use my feet. And if I'm thinking about the $1,000 worth of sneakers on my feet, I'm not gonna use my feet.
I mean, if I'm in a limo, from place
But I'm
to
not.
place- I'm not. Yeah.
I'm not.
We're not in limos.
The people who buy those shoes,
One day,
they have multiple cars. They keep their shit clean.
when the glory
When you visit other countries, like when I went to Japan for the first time, the only time, is when I realized people live differently.
people live, they buy
There's no
white
dust
shit all the time.
on
Yeah.
Japanese streets. I bought a pair of Chucks
Uh-huh.
and wore them every day for 3 weeks in Japan. And when I got to the airport in Nairobi is when they got dirty. The airport, not the Nairobi.
No,
the airport.
Yeah.
Actually, when I go to Turkey, because Turkey is Turkey.
Yeah.
But it's like, I don't know. You can obsess over certain things, or you can just move on and
It's true.
expend your energy elsewhere. It's like,
true.
yeah, I'm upset that you stepped on my shoes, but that's it.
And so after you finish,
You're an idiot. You stepped on my shoes. Fuck
yeah,
off.
yeah.
If we continue the altercation, there's a different story. But you stepped on my shoe, now I'm going to stab you. Why? Why?
So after you've decluttered your mind of this and
the
decluttered your
spirits.
government of politicians, then declutter your house.
I think that
Or where
they
you
all
live.
go
Just
together.
because material, yeah, maybe.
That's also a thing, because decluttering your space also declutters your mind.
It does.
Because it takes away the thoughts of those things.
And
Like
materially,
you don't have
you're
to
not
think
using
about
those
it.
things. Literally,
Yeah.
other people can use them. Or,
Absolutely. That's why I donated those clothes. Like,
yeah.
there were suits there, track suits. Those like suits I never wore because I don't wear suits. It's not my thing.
Yeah.
There was pants I haven't worn in 10 years, shoes I haven't worn. It's like, why?
Okay.
Go.
Is 10 years the mark? Is that what we're saying is the...
For me, it's even a lot
It's
shorter.
like 2 or 3.
It's even shorter.
Guy,
Because
okay, listen.
But that's for me, Abby. This is the thing. Like, that's... If you internalize my process, you're putting clutter in your mind.
It's true.
This is just me talking about how I do it. You don't have to do it the way I do it. It's not the best way. It's not the right way. It's just my way. Because I am me. And you are you. So you figure out your way.
I will. Do you know I found the movie ticket from the first movie I watched with my best friend at the time, Michelle Musoga. After KCPE, went to Side Center to Fox Cineplex to watch Sorority Boys. I have that ticket.
I don't know. This is why I think I appreciate photographs.
Yeah.
Because it's so much less space, but it carries the sentiment.
Yeah.
Because now, those things for tickets and things, I used to have them, birthday cards and shit. I burnt all that shit.
No.
Burn.
Oh, wow. Guys.
Burn. It's not that I hate the people or I hate the sentiment.
No.
It's just that I'm keeping
I still
papers.
vividly remember. I don't need the ticket to remember that day.
Exactly.
I was so glad. We felt so independent. Oh my gosh.
Ladies, if
Hey,
you throw your hands up at me.
Hey, Michelle. Shout out to Michelle. Dr. Michelle. I should
She's a
send her
doctor.
a picture, yeah. I should send her a picture.
Oh,
Guys,
I thought you were talking about Michelle from Destiny's Child.
I can see her. Because you just sang All the Women. I get it. I see
And that was
it.
after they became 3, right?
Yeah, it was. Guys, are you decluttering in your life? Do you find it easy or hard? Are you a hoarder like me and Onyi?
Are you trying to do better or do you like your clutter?
I think we learned it from our parents.
We did.
I got it from my mama.
Do you know my folks still have a wall unit? Do you remember what those shits were?
I do. Who
We got that
doesn't?
thing in like 2000. Like there's a wall unit with, I think half of it is just glasses.
I guess.
Glasses and my brother, when we had lunch at my folks' place and there were glasses being pulled out, I'm like, oh, no, my glasses are again. My mom was like, no, they're not for again. I'm like, me, I've never seen them. And I'm your child. These are things that we discover when there's guests.
Wow.
And it's like, some things you just need to let go. It's like you don't need all those glasses. You don't.
Sometimes you are the guest.
And that's the thing. It's like for me, especially with things like glasses and plates and fridges and shoes and clothes. Basically, my idea with those things has evolved to the point where it's like, do I want 17 glasses or do I want 3 of the best? The ones I'm like, yo, my glasses are the shit. I like my 3 glasses because I only need 3 glasses.
I have so many glasses.
I only need 5 pairs of shoes, and shoes for men are so expensive. But yeah, the expensive shoes are serving me much better than the other shoes I used to buy. You know, Mr. Price or Mr. and other places.
15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24.
My shoes can fit in one shoe rack.
27, 28, 29, 30.
And it's like another one,
31,
actually.
32, 33. Oh God, I have 34 pairs of shoes.
But you know,
35
are you,
ones that are in
are
my
you a shoe
bag.
person?
I didn't think I was. But
you
you
are.
know, some of these shoes I've had for years and I still wear them. Like,
And that's the thing.
I wear them.
Yeah.
Like, so I can't wear my 6-inch platforms every day. But I wear them.
Yeah, so you keep the things.
Those ones are
But the things that you haven't worn,
Yeah.
the things you haven't used for God knows how long,
Yeah.
get rid of that shit.
Guys, who wants shoes and books? Let us know in the comments.
Yup.
Talk to you guys next week.
Bye.